What happens when legendary King Arthur, powerful knights, forbidden love, and the magical sword Excalibur come together in one unforgettable fantasy film? Released in 1981, John Boorman's Excalibur brought the Arthurian legend to life with a remarkable cast, many of whom went on to become major stars. But what happened to the actors after they left Camelot behind? From their early lives and family backgrounds to their careers and lives today, let's take a look at the cast of Excalibur then and now. Number 1. Nigel Terry as King Arthur. Nigel Terry was born on August 15, 1945, in Northwood, London, England. He developed an interest in acting at a young age and began performing professionally on stage before making his way into film and television. In Excalibur, Terry played King Arthur, beginning the story as a young man destined to become the legendary ruler of Britain. His performance became one of the defining portrayals of Arthur on screen. Terry had already established himself as a respected stage actor before Excalibur, and the film helped introduce him to a much wider international audience. He later appeared in films including The Lion in Winter, Caravaggio, and The Last Emperor, while also continuing his work in television and theater. Nigel Terry was married to actress and writer Ellie Stone, although the marriage eventually ended in divorce. He largely kept his private life away from the spotlight. Later in life, Terry continued acting, particularly in television and theater. Sadly, he died on April 30, 2015, at the age of 69 after suffering from emphysema. His portrayal of King Arthur remains one of the most memorable performances in the history of Arthurian cinema. Number 2. Helen Mirren as Morgana. Helen Mirren was born on July 26, 1945, in Hammersmith, London. Her father, Vasily Petrovich Mironov, was of Russian descent, while her mother, Kathleen Rogers, came from an English family. Mirren developed a passion for acting and joined the National Youth Theatre while still young. Her talent eventually led her to a successful career on both stage and screen. In Excalibur, she played Morgana, Arthur's half-sister, whose ambition and magical abilities make her one of the film's most important characters. At the time, Mirren was already a respected actress, but her career would become even more extraordinary in the decades that followed. She became one of Britain's most celebrated performers, starring in films such as The Cook, The Thief, His Wife and Her Lover, The Queen, Gosford Park, and The Last Station. She also became famous for television roles, including Detective Jane Tennyson in Prime Suspect. Mirren married director Taylor Hackford in 1997, and the couple have remained together for many years. They do not have children. Helen Mirren went on to win an Academy Award for her performance as Queen Elizabeth II in The Queen, along with numerous other major awards today. She remains one of the most respected actresses of her generation and continues to work in film and television. Number 3. Nicholas Clay as Lancelot. Nicholas Clay was born on September 18, 1946, in London, England. He studied at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art and developed a strong reputation as a stage performer. In Excalibur, Clay played Sir Lancelot, the legendary knight whose love for Guinevere creates one of the greatest conflicts in the story. His performance captured Lancelot as both a powerful warrior and a deeply emotional character. Clay continued working in film, television, and theater after Excalibur. He appeared in productions including The Last Days of Pompeii, The Scarlet Pimpernel, and several television dramas. He was married to actress Lucy Appleby, and the couple had 2 children. Unfortunately, Nicholas Clay's life was cut short. He died on May 25, 2000, at the age of 53, after suffering from liver cancer. Although his career was not as long as some of his fellow Excalibur stars, his portrayal of Lancelot remains an important part of the film's legacy. Number 4. Cherie Lungi as Guinevere. Cherie Lungi was born on April 4, 1952, in Nottinghamshire, England. She became interested in acting while young and later trained at the Bristol Old Vic Theatre School. She was still relatively early in her career when she was cast as Guinevere in Excalibur. Her character is at the center of the complicated love triangle involving Arthur and Lancelot. Following the film, Lungi built a successful career across British television, film, and theater. She appeared in productions such as The Mission, The Manageress, The Wimbledon Poisoner, and The Bill. She also became widely known for her role as Helen Grant in the BBC drama The Secret World of Michael Fry. Lungi has a daughter, actress Natalie Lungi, from her relationship with director Roland Joffé. Unlike some celebrities, Cherie Lungi has generally kept her personal life private. She has continued acting throughout the years, particularly in British television and theater, making her one of the surviving members of the original Excalibur cast. Number 5. Paul Jeffrey as Percival. Paul Jeffrey was born on February 12, 1955, in Sheffield, England. He became an actor during the 1970s and appeared in several British television productions before landing his role in Excalibur. In the film, Geoffrey played Percival, one of Arthur's most loyal knights. His character eventually becomes crucial to the search for the Holy Grail. After Excalibur, Geoffrey continued working in film and television. He appeared in productions including The Bounty, The Fourth Protocol, and Wild. He later moved to the United States and continued his career there. Paul Geoffrey was married to actress Sue Byram, and they had children together. He remained active in acting for many. Number 6. Liam Neeson as Gawain. Liam Neeson was born on June 7, 1952, in Ballymena, Northern Ireland. He grew up in a working-class family and initially considered becoming a teacher before discovering his passion for acting. Neeson joined the Lyric Players Theatre in Belfast and eventually developed a career in film. In Excalibur, he played Sir Gawain, one of Arthur's knights. It was one of his early film roles, long before he became an international action star. After Excalibur, Neeson continued taking on increasingly important roles. His breakthrough came with films such as The Mission, Darkman, and Schindler's List. His performance as Oscar Schindler earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. He later became famous for films such as Michael Collins, Rob Roy, Batman Begins, Taken, and The Grey. Neeson married actress Natasha Richardson in 1994, and they had 2 sons together. Tragically, Richardson died in 2009 following a skiing accident. Despite the tragedy, Neeson continued his acting career and became one of Hollywood's most recognizable leading men. Today, Liam Neeson remains an extremely successful actor with a career spanning more than 5 decades. Number 7. Patrick Stewart as Leondegrance. Patrick Stewart was born on July 13, 1940, in Muirfield, West Yorkshire, England. He grew up in a working-class family and developed an interest in acting during his teenage years. He eventually joined the Royal Shakespeare Company and became highly respected for his Shakespearean performances. In Excalibur, Stewart played Leondegrance, the father of Guinevere. At the time, few people could have predicted just how famous Stewart would become. His international breakthrough came when he was cast as Captain Jean-Luc Picard in Star Trek: The Next Generation. The role transformed him into a global television star. He later played Professor Charles Xavier in the X-Men film series, becoming one of the most recognizable actors in science fiction and superhero cinema. Stewart has been married several times and has 2 children. His current wife is singer Sunny Ozell, whom he married in 2013. Patrick Stewart has received numerous awards and honors for his work on stage and screen. Even decades after Excalibur, he remains one of the film's most successful surviving cast members. Number 8. Gabriel Byrne as Uther Pendragon. Gabriel Byrne was born on May 12, 1950, in Dublin, Ireland. He grew up in a large Irish family and originally worked as a teacher and archaeologist before pursuing acting. In Excalibur, Byrne played Uther Pendragon, Arthur's father and predecessor. The role helped establish Byrne as an actor to watch internationally. He later appeared in films including Miller's Crossing, The Usual Suspects, The Point of No Return, and Little Women. He also became known for television, earning major recognition for his performance in the series In Treatment. Gabriel Byrne was married to actress Ellen Barkin, and they had 2 children before divorcing. He later married film producer Hannah Beth King. Byrne has continued working in film, television, and theater, and has earned numerous awards and nominations throughout his career. His performance as Uther remains one of the earliest memorable roles in a career that has lasted for decades. Number 9. Robert Addy as Mordred. Robert Addy was born on February 10, 1960, in London, England. He came from a family connected to the arts. His father was actor Michael Addy, and Robert eventually followed the same path. In Excalibur, Addy played Mordred, the ambitious and dangerous son of Arthur and Morgana. His striking appearance and intense performance made him one of the film's most memorable villains. After Excalibur, Addy continued working in television and film. He appeared in productions including Robin of Sherwood, The Borgias, and Doctor Who. He was married 3 times and had children. Robert Addy continued acting throughout much of his life, but sadly died on November 20, 2003, at the age of 43, after suffering from lung cancer. His career was relatively short, but his performance as Mordred remains unforgettable to fans of Excalibur. More than 4 decades after its release, Excalibur remains one of the most visually striking adaptations of the Arthurian legend. What makes the film even more fascinating is the incredible talent it brought together. Helen Mirren, Liam Neeson, Patrick Stewart, Gabriel Byrne, Nigel Terry, Nicholas Clay, Cherie Lungi, and Robert Addy all became part of a cinematic version of Camelot that continues to attract new generations of viewers. Some of these actors went on to become international superstars. Others continued their careers quietly, while sadly, several passed away far too soon. But whenever Excalibur is watched again, their performances bring the legendary world of King Arthur, Merlin, Camelot, and the Knights of the Round Table back to life. Which Excalibur actor do you remember the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more cast, then and now stories.